Good evening. My name is Dorsey Conley. I am a second, this is my second year at Los Banos College, and I'm going to present my oral presentation for Drama-30 with Professor O'Neill. And before I start, I'd like to apologize. It's allergy season. Eyes are itchy and nose is all clogged up. So I'd like to apologize for my voice. And also I'd like to state that I know that there are a couple of, options for this assignment. There's like three options, and I'm gonna choose a third one, which is basically explaining how this class has changed my outlook on diversity for the better or for worse, and basically like showing my outlook on global independence. All right, so I'd like to begin by going over my opinions about diversity. I feel like diversity is a very essential thing that we need in society today. Without diversity, we could not function as a society. I mean, like, this is just my personal opinion, but like, if we didn't have each other to look to, like, not one race can do it all for us, pretty much is what I'm saying. In this country, in this world, we have just basically evolved so much as, I guess, humans, to where like it would be impossible for us to just basically neglect each other and expect to prosper, expect to just keep going, moving on up on the levels. It would be completely impossible. Other people may think otherwise because they either dislike other cultures, or they I'm not gonna say ignorant, but they're not open towards working with other cultures. They're not open towards just expanding their mind to what the possibilities could be. So that's pretty much how I feel about it. It's very needed. And we've been working as a society. I guess, because back from where we used to be really bad. Everyone knows why. Everyone knows with slavery, with just in general, there is continuous hate crime. There's continuous, like, it was open to the point of where you're going out and you're hearing hate. You're hearing people's true opinions about you if you're not, over something that you had no control over. No one would chose to be born the way that we are, but we are born this way and we learn to be happy with it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is us. This is who we are, and we need to let's explore each other. And basically, this class this class has broadened my perspective. It has bettered my perspective on diversity than it already was. I'm already an advocate for it, as you can tell. But this class and watching all the movies and the discussions that we've discussed shows the importance of that diversity plays, like, of because it basically puts a contrast into what we used to be into what we are now. That's what I always think about when watching these movies like La Bamba and Selena, and and then going through the Zoot Suit like stuff like that, like, cause like in Selena and La Bamba, those are the last two movies, so they're fresh in my head. But like, it was so bad to a point of where these people who are like amazingly talented in the Latino culture that they had to almost kind of hide their culture just to be accepted, which is it's kind of really sad thing to see, because these people are just talented. This is the way they were born, and they have to alter who they are in order to be accepted, even though like it makes no difference. Like, people still know that they're Latino, but because some people don't accept that, they rather them change their name and try to act like something they're not, just to be accepted, which is a bad thing. But in perspective into what we are today, we've came such a far way, like, honestly, and everyone knows things that are happening around us. Like, you could be whatever you want to be, and people, more people are going to be for it than against it, quite honestly. Like, I was just watching a documentary the other day about, this lady. She claims she was African American when she was born white. It's people are like so for it, I feel like, nowadays, that it's that people are just so for it nowadays. Like, they back to what we used to be. Like, compared to what we used to be, we've come a long way, and that's a big, like, we have a lot of benefit from diversity, from being diverse. Like, we have a lot of benefits in the school system. It's very nice to basically sit next to somebody that doesn't necessarily look like you all the time. It's nice because you feel comfortable, but what I think we need to do is come out of our comfort zone, so then we can explore other people. Because a lot, like, I'm all for diversity. I live in Vallejo. It's one of the most diverse cities in the United States, quite honestly. And so everyone I see, like, I'm comfortable with all cultures, and I think it's a beautiful thing because I learned from them. I have Mexican friends, white friends, I got Asian friends, I got Puerto Rican friends, I got all kinds of friends, orange, blue friends, it doesn't matter. Like, and it's just a beautiful thing to basically learn about them, learn about their culture, get invited to their parties, you know, getting basically as you get to experience what they experience and they get experience what you experience. You guys get to learn from each other, and that creates relationships in the future with other people. When I go other places, you know, I'm not scared to talk to a certain person. I'm more for it to go towards them. Like, I want to know, like, what's up? Like, I want to build a connection so then we can both benefit each other. And I feel like, you know, that we kind of depend on diversity due to those type of relationships that we can build. Because in today's world, we need to work together and to move our way up. We can't do it just, you know, all segregated. Just, you know, white people over here or black people over here, Mexican over here. We can't do it like that. We need to basically come together as a whole, because in the end, we are all human. And that's, I've been preaching this forever, but, you know, we're all human. Like, races don't really determine different. We're not different. We're just unique. We're unique in our own way. And it's a beautiful thing. And basically, this class is really just, you know, up in my perspective. It's nice to see, you know, basically what the Chicano, what the Latino culture came through in order, you know, to get to where they are today. It's nice to know. It was a lot of good information, like, that these articles and these discussions really, like, put out there. I didn't know, like, I didn't know before this class that people had to change their name because it sounded too Mexican. Like, that's, honestly, I heard that's terrible. Like, I would never want to hide my identity. Just try and be accepted by a culture that doesn't really like me anyway. It's just me, but, you know, it's just nice to know that, you know, that they came from that and to what it is now. Like, people are being accepted left and right for what they are, for who they are. And that's basically how it needs to be, and we can only go up from here. I feel like we can't actually go back, so we're gonna keep moving. We have a long way to go, but we will make it. And so yeah, this was my oral assignment. Just a little insight that I had to put on diversity. I feel like it's a beautiful thing and it's needed. I appreciate this class. It really brought my perspective on a lot of things, and I hope that basically I get to take this into society, become a better person from it. Thank you. Have a good night. This is my oral assignment. All right.